Alright. Oh, looks like I'm peaking a bit. Let's just adjust those levels real fast. Alright. Hey guys, how's it going? How is everybody doing today? Three minutes, 2 crashes till this works. What? No. I believe it or not, I kind of know what I'm doing, at least to some degree. Surprisingly. Oh, although I am noticing that the chat box decides to get rid of chats after a while. So let's fix that. There we go. So now when you guys talk, you should just appear in a stream over there. No problems whatsoever. Let's see if that actually works. Hey Tech Jeeper. Hey Dom. Geek Toolbox. Hey Coda. Hey Mad Cats. You need me to come cook another steak on stream? No, I don't want you to come cook a steak on stream. What I do want is for you guys to tell me how I sound right now. You know, if I sound loud, quiet, etc. And if you can hear the music, let me know how the music is. Okay, TechTuber says it's good. You sound the teeniest bit quiet. Okay, let me bump up my microphone. I'll set that back to 1. Now, when I'm talking, it looks like it's getting in the red, so I'm a little worried that it's peaking, but I don't really know. These are new lavalier mics that I picked up. Actually, TechTuber showed me the deal on these about like $30. Or $40 off, so I got these for like $50. Really nice little kit. I love it. So far, at least. Still, you know, running with them. Lulu, come here. You gonna be good? Yes, hello. Hello. Oh, chat can see you. Yes, hi, Lulu. Yeah, yeah, my old mic definitely sounded better because it was an SM7B. It's always going to be a better microphone. But I had that on loan from my brother. And the thing with the SM7B is it's extremely directional. So if I had it set up right here, if I turned at all, you wouldn't be able to hear me. And when I'm building a printer, I'm often going to go to my tools behind me, probably to my printer behind me. And, you know, I don't want to be shouting in order for you guys to hear me. That would just be annoying. So I'm happier with this. If it means a slight degradation of the audio quality, then yeah, SM7B, yeah, just Flava Flav the SM7B. Absolutely nothing could go wrong with that. I bet. All right. Yeah, so today we are continuing with the Positron build. Also, I have obviously downloaded the theme for my channel here. I figured, you know, if I'm gonna actually try and do this correctly, I might as well make it look nice at the same time. So here we are. I worked pretty hard to set this up today, and I'm pretty happy with the layout. And I'll flip through all of them real quick. Because I'm really proud. So here, obviously, I call this intermission front. So I am the primary focus of everybody. Weirdly, the chatbot here. Let me just crank that high delay up to like 200 seconds. Hopefully, chat messages will actually stay in there. There we go. We throw some scrolling text below the large can window. Our website. So we look great. No, so I do have that in some of the other views. You'll see a little counter at the bottom. What's there is supposed to be the chat, but it will disappear after like 200 seconds. it's whatever. It's just what's built in. I have to tinker with this a little bit more. But yeah, so then we have other intermission here. So a much clearer view of what I'm doing. But these are not the primary views. These are just like, hey, let me take a break and just talk to you guys for a little bit. I got be right back messaging. My computer struggles a little bit with everything. Obviously, the starting soon that I used earlier. And then I have my live scene, which is going to be obviously me. And look, down below is our latest subscriber, which I believe is Amber currently, and how many subscribers we have. Our goal is to get to 500. We're not going to do that tonight, but our goal in the long term is 500 subscribers, as that will be the first part in us becoming monetized, which would be awesome if I really want this to kind of be a thing. Because TLDR, getting stuff for live streams and actually doing things professionally can get expensive. And also running a open source 3D printing thing can also be expensive. So both things are expensive. So here's hoping that I can kind of figure all that out. But the other view I have here, and this is actually my favorite, because of how I have this set up, is I have it so you guys can see the screen. Now, what you think I'm doing here is you probably think I have a web browser up on my laptop that I'm currently streaming. And you probably believe that I'm looking at that. You are wrong in both those regards, because it is on my laptop, but it's also right here. Now you might be thinking that I am using a you might be thinking that I'm just, screen sharing my tablet here. Well, I'm not. I'm using Parsec. Parsec is very useful. So this is actually my desktop here. And I like that because if I need to do any slicing or if I need to pull up a CAD, I can do so without actually taking the resources away from my laptop. So that is quite useful to me, and I'm very happy with it so far. Anyway, we're here to build Positron. So if you guys don't know what a Positron is an ultra-portable 3D printer that we've designed. And to kind of give a recap on what we're building tonight, we are building the Traveltron. This is for Ollie 3D, Victor at Ollie 3D, so that he can do some additional cooling testing on the Positron as a whole. Nathan, can you tell me, is the music a little too quiet? This track is very quiet. I can't hear this track at all. Let's swap to one that's just a little bit louder. Wait, what? It took Grant 10 minutes to give the first spool. Oh man. You cannot hear the music. Here, let me bump it up just a tiny bit. Can you hear it now? I can hear it. Well, yeah, I had to step away from it. I would have been there. But yeah, I had to step away. Rip. Okay. So enough dilly-dallying. We got a Positron to build. Now, last we left off, we just finished assembling the extruder. Now, one of the mods that I've done to this is I added a M10 threaded coupler here. This is not stock. This is a mod that you can download and print yourself. And it only requires you to reprint this bottom orange piece and the middle gray piece. So you only have to reprint 2 pieces of the extruder in order to use this. I like it. It's just a little bit, oh, music's a little too loud. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let me turn that back down. How's that? That should be significantly better. Oh shoot, did I leave my water upstairs? Oh god, I did. Well, guess I can't hydrate. Oh well, I got sodas in the mini fridge over there. Okay, yeah, so this uses a mod, so this is nice. I I also use this on my main Positron, but this just increases reliability. Because one of the problems with the Positron, this is kind of a rare issue. This would probably only happen if you have a clog in your Positron. The Bowden coupler can pop out if there's too much back pressure in the Bowden tube. So this kind of helps prevent that. So it gives you just a little bit more pressure to work with, since it's not going to pop out, obviously. So that's why I like this, but it's not a requirement. Anyway, so since this is complete, we're going to put this aside. I do have my heat press over here. You can't really see it, it's a little off screen. But yeah, let me change. I'm noticing that the chat is really hard to see. Let's see here. Now, okay, it can be read, but it's hard to read. So let me go ahead and let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, what did we just get? Ah, Bearded Bucket has subscribed. Thank you, good sir. I do appreciate that. Oh, I need to bring that alert box all the way to the top. Otherwise, you're just going to see half of it. That is not good. There we go. Alert box move to the top. Thank you for subscribing, Bearded. I do sincerely appreciate that. All right, so before we get started, I want to see what my serial number is. I don't have a serial number on my original kit because I have an alpha kit, and this was before serial numbers or thing. So I'm going to give myself a serial number for my alpha kit. It's not one that's going to be ever in circulation, but it's going to be my own little custom one. I think it's going to be like not a number. I am hit number 79. All right, I like that. 79. I like that number. Yeah, hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe icon, and give this stream a like. Man, okay, this is different than what I have. This actually has a not sure if you can see it, but it's more of a brushed aluminum look. So it's not just anodized, it has a brushed look to it. And I love that. It just looks really nice. This is not something I have in my kit. All the things, we do all the things. Yes, we do, Bearded. Thank you again. All right, we're gonna put that off to the side. And this is no longer needed. Okay, so let's grab our printed parts. And I love how I need to grab the box that I just put this in. Yeah, I know it's just the machining artifacts, but my beta unit does not have those machining artifacts. I love seeing. Don't know why. All right, so we need the keystone. Let's see, where's the keystone? Oftentimes I tell people, don't do what I do. And the way I do it is not always the best way to do it. Dumping all of your parts into one bin is one of those things where it's definitely not the best idea. Did I? No, I printed the keystone. I know I did. Did I forget the keystone? Did I forget to reprint that? I literally checked. Oh, no, here it is. I was just going crazy. That is a small part that is easy to lose. That's the one thing with tiny printers. It's very easy to lose the part that you need. Right now, for out. It's the fastest way to make your question if you printed everything several times, right? I actually, for one of our beta testers, I sent him up the parts that they needed. But I sent up like 2 of everything. Sorry, I just heard my dog getting into something. So if I start yelling, at an animal over there. You know that. Where's the other one? That's everything. Yep. We got the keystone, we got the cover, we have the... I have 2 of these. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. It's that way, and put the... Alright, so the Z-axis assembly requires things. Looks like it requires a lot based off what I have out here, but it really doesn't require much. So first, it requires the keystone. That's the part at the top. Then it requires the little buffer plate for the PCB. It then requires the Z-belt holder. Now, I got 2 of these because one of these are our experimental version. It requires our lovely little jig, our bed cable holder. Now, again, I have 2 of these. One of these is a test from Steve. In fact, let me just test the fit of this, because this is supposed to go in here on this part. Seems to be... Oh, I had the wrong way around. You know, having it the right way around is typically considered a good thing. Oh, actually, no. I'm missing one piece of Steve's mod. I'm not sure if I'm going to install Steve's mod right away. So what Steve did is he redesigned the Z idler. Now, I like his redesign. I really do like it aesthetically. It pleases me, aesthetically speaking. So I think I'm going to run with it. I'm not 100% sure. My problem right now is I can't get that in. So let's get this. Push that back out. Come on. Let's clean that out. So we want this to be spinning very freely. Lulu, don't do anything on my bed that makes me want to be upset with you. I'm looking at you, Lou. Yeah, for those who don't know, my basement / studio is also like a studio apartment. So my bed is literally over there. I got Lulu down here with me just to keep us company. She's just laying down. Alright, that I'm getting some good movement out of. Take this the other way around, and also get my work desk all messy. Okay, that's better. It's not perfect. I think for now, as much as I love this, because it's supposed to go like this, I think for now I'm going to hold off on these, only because my tolerances are not what I would like them to be. I'm going to hold off on that. That's not a fault of Steve's design, that is a fault of just my printing. Let's get this out of the way. Let's swap it with what we need here. The non-printed parts we need are obviously Z-axis extrusion. This is now trash. We need... Let's see. We need this. And this. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, that is a tough one. Okay. Go. Then, so one thing I've been advised. Hey Amber, how's it going? So one thing I've been advised from the LDO team is that that's weird. I'm supposed to be able to see chat on this tablet here, I got 2 tablets going. But I can't for some reason. So LDO has advised me that you guys should be using the included tools with the Positron assembly, because they actually tailored the tools to not strip the screws. So, if you are going to purchase Positron and you're going to be building one, please use the included tools if possible. Wear tools are okay, but in our testing, we found the 1.5 wear tool to, for some reason, just cause stripping more than any other. Don't know why. It is just that wear tool. The rest are fine, but the rest of the wear tools are just a little weird. Or just the 1.5, not the rest of them, just the 1.5. So please be careful if you decide to use wear tool with your Positron kit. Specifically, again, if you use the 1.5. If the others should be okay. I'm going to be not listening to that for right now. I am going to use the wear tools because I have them, and I also just know how not to strip screws, or at least I know the tightness of which these screws should be. So I'm a little special. When you build enough Positrons, you kind of just get used to building them and then not, breaking them. Okay, so right off the gate here, we're dealing with this piece. Let's push these out of the way. So the first thing we need, I believe they're in here, is the 6mm idler 6x10. And if you look here, we got 4x6mm idlers. Now, if I recall, I think I'm going to pull out my Positron just as a reference. I'm pretty confident in my ability to recall what parts go where. But if I'm ever not confident, I'm definitely going to be pulling out the Positron. Still a little on the louder side? Okay. Bring that back down a bit. How is that? I brought it down to just -6 decibel. Actually, no, it's at -15.6. Those are there. All right. Let's see. I'm pretty sure the rest of these are in fasteners. Yeah, the FHCS M3x18 are absolutely going to be fasteners. But let's see here. Okay. So FHCS right here. M3x18. Yep. Fasteners kit. Now the nylon nut is also in there. And the hex nut, M3. Where is that? Oh, hex nut M3, all fasteners. Just better. Okay, I will drop it down just a tiny bit more. There we go. Actually, that's a little... There. Let me know how that is. All right. So if you're wondering, all your tools are going to be in your fasteners box. So that is where you're going to want to go. Now, we've had a lot of questions about this particular piece, this Bowden tube. You don't need it. I don't know why we included it still, but it is the old. It is the old Bowden tube. It is no longer used. You know, while I'm here, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a Nomad thing real quick, because my OCD demands it. I think we're going to take a detour. Yeah, we're going to take a detour. It's a quick detour. Don't worry. Still use it to align the extruder. Yeah. No, it's a good thing to do. I don't use it for anything because I need to. But it is a good tool for that. If you made some changes, you could absolutely re-enable that filament path. You don't have to, because the current one works just fine. There really is like no benefit over using one over the other. We just decided to have it not go through the Z extrusion so that you could adjust the height of the extruder. You don't have to use that. So what I'm doing real quick here is, just because I know how to assemble this like it's nobody's business, I'm just real quick doing the bed holder, because this is the easiest assembly in the entire printer. At least I like to believe it is. Aside from the spool holders, this is the easiest assembly in the entire printer. So it gets to go. I will even go as far to say that if you plan on speedrunning the Positron, this might be the first assembly you want to do because of how quick and easy it is to get this out of the way. Like, I mean, you can see the instructions I have up. I'm not even looking at them because I don't need to. All you gotta do is make sure you get the whole thing lined up. So, nope. Yep. And then just put this there. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Oh, sorry. I had it way too close to my body. I'm still getting used to the whole, you know, keep things on the table so people can see it kind of thing. You know, I'll get used to that. So if at any point in time I'm doing something that you guys can't see very clearly, let me know. The angle of which my camera is at is also a little weird. It is at an angle because I could not get it actually center over my workspace. So I do have a little X here to tell me, hey, this is kind of the center of this side view screen. So hopefully that helps me. Like, I'm holding this flat in my perspective, but it definitely doesn't look flat in yours. I have to like tilt it for it to look flat in yours. It's just something I have to deal with. But there we go. This is done. This took like, what, a minute less? It's the fastest assembly. Get this out of the way. It's so easy. Okay, back to the normal one. I don't really have any like speedrun tips for if you are attempting to build this as a speedrun. Again, the biggest tip I have is for you to organize your parts beforehand. Now, I am keeping everything in the bags, and I am also just smart about my placement. What I did when I originally built the Positron is M3x18, I need those, What I did was I sorted all the parts by the metric size. So M3 with M3, M2.5 with 2.5, M whatever with whatever. I did that for everything. I would keep unique items such as nuts, standoffs, etc. in a separate location, also sorted by metric size. That allowed me to be like, okay, I need this, go here. For the screws, I then further divided them by their head type. I have a hex tray over there, but it's currently full of the side. It is currently full of Prusa parts. So after I finish building this Positron, I'm waiting for another one to come in. So the other Positron that's coming in is actually for Joel Telling. We are going to be putting his together for him. We're not going to be doing a full build on that one. It's just going to be a partial build. But we are going to put his together, and then we're going to hand it off to him so he can finish it. Oh, sorry, Scott. You said something that was, like, totally fine, and the Streamlabs bot removed it. I apologize about that. I told it to not care too much about that. It's only meant to get rid of spam. Break up whatever you typed into, like, 2 sentences, and then send it in 2 messages. Well, Nathan, I'm not sharing anything. I'm just saying I'm building something for him. Busy man. I'm going to be building a lot of Positrons for a lot of people. Oh, it's on the screen? Oh, shoot. Oh, uh-oh. It's going away. It's going away. What does this say? Oh, it's mounting the extruder. Oh, You guys started talking a little too fast. I lost it. Oh well. Feedback in regards to the kit, I would ask that you guys send it in the Discord, because I will not be looking back at the chats in the future. Only because I will forget. Yeah, it's just the Streamlabs bot. I decided to enable it just for the sake of enabling it. It is going to be a little overzealous. So, if it is overzealous, I do apologize. I do not mean for it to be, but there might be a few times where it is. I'm still tuning everything, and eventually we'll have it right. Eventually. Alright, I'm actually going to pull up the proper tools here. Funny that in the chat, blocked on screen it showed. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I'm using Streamlabs, obviously. I figured I might as well use something that's actually, like, tailored for this kind of stuff. Just makes things easier. Only did one section and already have some feedback. Yes, Joe, please, please, please. You're on the team, Joe, so I trust that you'll give very, very good feedback. Yeah, but Bearded Bucket, welcome. I'm not, like, too worried about moderation in here. You know, Mad Cat and Nathan obviously are mods, so if there's anything that goes on, they can easily take it away. And if there's anything that, like, we're not really too fond of that pops up here, I could just go into the chat box here. And actually, maybe this is a good idea. I'll drop this down to, like, 99 seconds. We'll see how that does. If it's less like just a wall of text and more like a noises. So, with these, I guess one of the speedrun tactics you could do is using the driver. That's too small. There we go. Using the driver to get the nut screwed on a little bit faster. Also, if you pay attention, let me show you. So here, you can see that has a divot. That is designed so that when you put a flathead screw, it is perfectly flush with the surface. Use that to your advantage. We have a few parts that are like that, so you can immediately tell just by looking at the part exactly what screw is supposed to go in. Of course, here I am. I'm not even looking at the instructions. The only thing I'm really using the instructions for is which part am I supposed to grab again? Like, which exact piece? That's really it. Also, hold on to this little tool here. Don't get rid of it. Bring this with you when you travel with the Positron. So we don't... On some of these screws, we have Loctite. We don't have Loctite on all screws. So what you'll find is this is a potentiality. Over time, your screws may loosen. So keep this with you, because with this and a screwdriver, you should be able to tighten everything that you need to. It's good for us and the viewers, though. Well, we'll see how long that chat message stays around. We'll see how well it does. Where did I not take him out? No, I don't think I did. Let's see. No. There's 6 in here. I did not take out the nylon nuts. Law 3 printing. It can come loose, it will. Yes. It's extremely true. For at least, for almost a year, my beta unit was actually running with very loose idlers on this assembly specifically. The reason we were, or at least the reason I was running with a very... Lulu, please don't bark. The reason I was running with very loose idlers is because I didn't have this. And I didn't really have a way to tighten them up to a degree that I was happy with. Thank you, Steven, for subscribing. I do appreciate that. Our goal at some point is to get to 500. So hopefully one day we can make that goal happen. There we go. It's nice and tight. A little bit of wobble. There we go. Right there. That's perfect. Oh, I actually forgot to set this to my live view so that I can see things just a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, you have like 12 subscribers. Dude, if you started pushing, you would have so many subscribers. You are loved in the community. There's no doubt about that. This man was running around open source, just being a booth. Well, I'm gonna try to refrain from cursing, but a booth bay. He was a booth bay. I really like that booth bay. He was a booth bay, and he was just helping people with their booths. He gave us the ability to absolutely munch down on our food because we just couldn't get away from our booth to do so. So he's awesome. Absolute massive shout out. Thank you, man. Dom, you're the best. All right, that's done. All right, time for the Z-Latch. That's in here. I don't think that's in the back. Yeah. Here's the spring. There's the ball. Yep, 7x10. Yep, there we go. There we go. When you are assembling this, make sure you have somewhere to put the ball bearing. It will roll away from you. It is a ball bearing. So, actually, one of the best things to do, as soon as you take it out of the bag, immediately put it in here. Like, without hesitation. Put it inside this assembly. That's where it's going, so might as well put it where it belongs. And then on the back of this assembly, there's a little, there is a little, there we go, come on, get in there. There is a little, little spot that you can put the tools in. That you can use, stay, that you can use an Allen key with. Let me shift over here. And just push that through. So it's at the edge, just like that. Now we pop in the screen. Go, and we do essentially the same thing. We use the tool provided to compress the spring. I wish I could get like really up close for this, but I kind of can't. Been looking at building an LT for a while, so I figured why not subscribe. Well, I don't, to be clear, I will not be building an LT, only because, you know, I designed, or I helped with, you know, the OG. But the LT is a phenomenal self-sourcing option. The LT team helped us with the Positron itself. I am forever grateful for the work that they've done. Them and LDO, if it wasn't for them, we would absolutely not have the Positron that we do now. So massive shout out to Audiotronics, massive shout out to Sample Name, huge shout out to Sample Name for just being support. There we go. That is in there. Of course, give the spring just a little test. The ball is really just there to act as like a little, just act as a little latch. So if it's not poking out too far, that's fine. As long as there's a little bit of it, you're good. Okay. That's it for that assembly. Let's put the ball bearing back in. Yeah, Mitch's game was really fun. I kind of wish they had just a little bit more time because I was a little bit slow. But that game of perfection was perfection itself. All right, Z idler block time. Stretches. Stretches are good. Everyone should stretch. All right, so Z idler block CNC. I forget exactly where that is. Let's see. It's gonna be towards the base because I believe this is no, it's not. Okay, it's not in ABC order. Okay, it's in the motion kit. Did I pull out the motion kit yet? No. Over there. So far, my kit has had no major issues. I say that now, and watch, I'm gonna have the worst time of my life. Okay, so it is in here. It is not in. It is in its own bag. It's not in a group bag. It would be fairly easy for people to find. I'm going to hide this box behind the instructions. Okay. We are going to need another M3 nut. So hex nut M3, we just need one of them. We are going to need another M3 by 18. Cool. So we're going to immediately put that on. So similar to what I shared before, this has add a grants channel to your redirect so he can raid. How do I do that? Shoot, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Okay, I need to fix Streamlabs there. So I was reading that message, and that was a totally fine message, but Streamlabs thought it was too long. Let me hop into Streamlabs real quick here to tone back that bot a bit. So let's see here. Paragraph protection off. I am fine with long things. Okay, back to Streamlabs. Sorry about that, Steven. Okay, add Grant's channel to your redirect so he can raid. I don't know what that means. Channel dashboard. Is it in settings? Community, no. Not in community. Channel? No. I sadly don't know. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how that works later. Thank you, Kenneth, for subscribing. Thank you, 3D Medic, for subscribing. 3D T Printing. Oh my god, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. I have it set right now for just normal subscriptions because that's important. Right now, I don't get monetary subscribers yet. So thank you for actually subscribing. I do sincerely appreciate that. If you guys have any questions about like why some design choices were made in the Positron, please let me know. No, I've been working on this for so many years. Yeah, I know Grant's sending you over. I really appreciate that. You guys are my first raid. Or at least for me to be raided. You guys are my first. Go gentle, please. I'm new. Be gentle. Alright, we need another from the box. We need another idler. And if I'm not flipping through these instructions, like if you want me to flip through these instructions a little bit more, please do so. Don't lie, you like it rough. Well, we can discuss that at East Coast. Thank you, John, for subscribing. 1K subs required for raid, by the way. All right, yeah. Let's get us there. Come on, like, subscribe, bell icon. You know the drill. No, it's funny. 1 second. I need a streaming PC. So it's funny. When I started doing content on YouTube, I told myself I would never ask people to like, subscribe, because I was just going to make content and have fun with it. But honestly, it's important. It is very important to remind people. I don't know what it is. All right, Spectra. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Howdy, Kenneth. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to kind of shoot myself in the foot with that, but when I was doing shorts, that's kind of what I decided. I don't really do shorts anymore, but yeah, that's actually why I had like all this equipment, because I used to do shorts and I was kind of trying to take it pretty seriously. I would get a few thousand views on those, but yeah, it's just a few thousand views on shorts where people are just flipping. Doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, back to the assembly. This, what I just did there, that was definitely a must. Thank you. I cannot say that. Gregorian for subscribing. Thank you, everybody. All right, that's good. When tightening these, you know, your initial wisdom is going to be, oh, I want these to be loose and rolly. You want these to be tight because you don't want these wobbling. So as long as very little friction is needed, like, it's okay if this is not spinning, like, and I mean spinning like you flick it and just keep spinning. That's okay, because there's going to be friction on this. So if it requires just a tiny bit of friction to get this spinning, that's totally fine. So don't be too afraid about that. All right, moving on. Get her in. All right, this. Stay. I should probably put them vertical so they don't slide. Let's see. Are my tolerances right? They're tight. My tolerances are tight. One thing we've noticed, people have been complaining about how tight some of these tolerances are. And they complain about it in the spots where we can't do anything about it. Because, in the y-axis area, it just has to be tight tolerances. It really just has to be tight. There's really no other choice. All right, let's get this electronic board. There it is. Put it back. Oh, I did get a spare heater cart. That's wonderful. I am good. My heater cart was not broken, but it does appear that late batch 1 and batch 2 will have spares, which is phenomenal. this sealed? Nope, it is not. Okay. So just pop it open, shake it out. Now, if I recall correctly, it goes like that. Oh wow, that is... Yeah, I can see why people are having trouble with this. This is tight. I'm actually gonna push her out. I don't think I'm gonna use this. Use this if you like. You don't have to use it. Really don't. You can easily pop this all in exactly as needed without it. This goes together. Does it help with aligning on things? Yes, but... Yeah, Fabrico does get things shipped out really quickly. Massive shout out to Fabrico. Not sure if any other guys are watching. Huge shout out to Fabrico. They've saved our butts. Let's see, can I get this through? Yeah, I can. So if you have a problem getting the PCB into this assembly here, because it's a little too tight, just take out the carriage, put the PCB into the carriage, and then push everything through. That, because there's a little bit of play with the carriage, so your carriage could get too high in this little jig here. And so if you just put the PCB in before you put it into the jig, that will make sure you have a better alignment, because this little piece right there, you see that little yellow piece right above this PCB connector? That can potentially be too high or too low. So I'm so tempted to get a Positron after seeing it in action at Remurf. I am not biased when I say that this printer is by far one of my favorite printers. Are there better printers? Yes, but this is a very fun printer. It's very easy to put together, and it's just fun. Okay, I need a machine screw and 2.5 by 6. The Positron is a great kit, in my opinion. Your opinion can differ, and I welcome differing opinions. Please, if you believe Positron is not good for any reason, we ask for all feedback of any kind. Even if, some people might think people are, just kind of like shit posting. No, seriously, give us your opinion. We will correct you, and we will give you information that you may not have. And we won't try and convince you that you're wrong, but let's just say there are people out there that will. Yeah. Whoa. I'm sorry. What, Scott? It's better than Ultimaker? I'm sorry. That is shocking. I consider I would have thought Ultimaker would be like up there. Yeah, convenience and fun factor is what's drawing me to it. Honestly, that's one of my biggest reasons. So you can actually see my printers behind me, or at least some of them. You can't see the show ball. It's off to the side. It's my big boy. But right now my powerhouses are my Prusa, my MK4, and my Positron. The only other printer I use heavily is the Bamboo behind me, but that's only because when I need to print ABS or ASA, I go to that. Only because I have yet to fully assemble my Prusa enclosure. That's gonna be the next thing I build. Because I want to build that enclosure. Okay, let's get to these out. So the hardness of these screws are, from what I've been told, they are harder than stainless steel. So if you are stripping screws, you are using the wrong tool. And that is coming from the engineering team, which includes me. So if you are stripping screws, you're doing something wrong. So you may also say, oh, but this tool is too easy to round. Yes, that is true. But it's also somewhat by design. Because you would rather, when you're dealing with screws this small, trust me, you're going to want to strip this before you strip the screw. Because you can replace this easily. This is easy to replace. In fact, there's a set screw right here, so you can get new heads for this. That's fine. Replace this. Don't have to replace this and drill shit out. Listen to the guy that helped design it. All right. Oh, the T-nuts. Time for the T-nuts. Okay. So I think this is actually the only part in the assembly where we use T-nuts. For sure. Yeah, it is. So since we're preparing T-nuts, let me get the linear rail. That's got a message. Let me just check things real quick. I got someone from the community messaging me directly. Please don't DM me for support. Please check with the community first. Thank you. I want to help everybody, but I can't help everyone with DM support. If you message in the Discord and I'm available, I'm going to be helping you as best I can, but I'm not going to single out whoever that was, but yes, please, please, please. Stick to the appropriate support channels, and that would be really appreciated. So one fun thing about the Positron is we use really beefy rails for our Z-axis. This is beefier than the Milo. Milo, I think, uses MGN 15s. This is an MGM 19, I believe. I forget. Yeah, I forget exactly. Thick rail. Thick boy. Very thick. Thicky thick. Doctor might even say the mayor of Thicktown. I am also realizing I don't have grease. Hold on. I have to have grease somewhere. 1 second. Let me check. No, that is Loctite. That is the opposite of grease. I just had a tube of it somewhere. And I was like, I need this for my Positron build. I should hold on to it. And then I put it somewhere. And now it's gone. You'd think I would hold on to important stuff like that. I mean, the good thing is that the rails are easily accessible, so we could easily add grease at a later date. But let me look real quick. I have it somewhere. I just don't remember where. I may have to order more. I mean, the lithium grease that comes with things is not the best. I mean, it's good. Let me be clear. It's good. If it's all you got, it's good. But I think there's better grease out there. Okay. Oh man, I'm probably gonna make a decision here that people are gonna hate me for. And that decision is likely gonna be to wait. I can't find more lithium greases. All right. I am going to grease my rails at a later date. Look, I want to grease my rails, but I don't know where my grease is, and I don't know how I've lost it. Huh. Yeah, I want to, guys. Let me be clear. I want to grease these rails. Around, that's the extrusion. I just don't know where my grease is. I can't believe I've lost the grease that I literally just had the other day. The grease that I put aside specifically for this. It just be like that sometimes. I got it somewhere. Do I want to be hunting for this for however long and bore people to death? Is that something I want to do? I can't see chat right now, so I don't know. I mean, you know, yell at me all you want. I deserve it. I absolutely deserve it for not knowing where my grease is. I had it somewhere. I got plenty of thermal paste. I don't need thermal paste. I need grease. I literally just had a brand new tube that I just recently opened. Oh my god. All right, I'm going to order grease, and I am going to apply it later. I don't know where I've put it, and I don't want to just stop a build because I can't find it. Yeah, my positron, my current positron is running without grease. I mean, it has grease. Let me be clear, it's greased. It's just not like greased to the degree that people would like. Let me check my desk real quick before I give up on looking for this. Let me just check my desk real quick. Just let me go behind the table here. I mean, there's oils and peanuts, right? I could just crush a bunch of peanuts up, right? Super glue works, right? Yeah, let's use some super glue. No, don't do that. No, I do need it for later in the assembly. So let me grab that. Yeah, shoot. All right. I need to reorganize everything. My entire workspace is just an absolute disaster. Flux will not work as lithium grease. No, that's not something I am ever going to do. Unless all of you say, hey, that is actually a good idea. No. That's on the bomb for 3.2 has MGN 9C and MGN 12C listed on the GitHub. Which GitHub? Are you looking at the old GitHub? If it's under Kralin, that's the old GitHub, and that is no longer applicable. All right. I mean, I'm pretty sure. No, these aren't greased at all. I love how I was like, I'm pretty sure, and then it just snapped. Ooh, that's okay. No, I need to grease that. I'm gonna order some grease and get that fixed tomorrow. So these rails will be completely greased by end of day tomorrow. Yeah, old one, my bad. Yeah, I want to leave the old GitHub up there just as a, I only need 7 rolling, that's not all 9. So 3 go back. Also, not sure if Grant's still around, but welcome, Grant. It's your turn now to troll my streams, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I mention I'm not good at math? This says 9 T-nuts on it, right? I used finger math for a moment. I said, oh, that's 7. No, that's 6, dummy brain. Math is hard. Math is hard, bearded. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Let's get these in here. So, if you are following along, the CAD for these has... So, it's important to understand which way... Over here. Which way is considered up on this piece. This is the bottom. Remember that. This is the bottom, because this is where the thumb screw goes in, and this is what attaches the bottom of the extrusion. So, with that being said, this is the top. Now, the rail itself also has an orientation. So you'll notice that there is one hole that is larger and actually drilled out in comparison to all the others. And you also notice that there's one hole that's essentially half cut off. This is the top and this is the bottom, because this goes right over that screw on the bottom, just like that. So be mindful of that. So with that being said, when orienting these T-nuts, you will see in the guide that if you zoom in on the image, that the T-nuts are actually oriented in the same direction. So if you were to look at these T-nuts, and if you were to presume the hole to be on the bottom, it is The bottom side down. You want that little bearing ball that's inside the T-nut. You want that to face upward. For a second there, I thought I had the wrong size T-nut. Yeah. Yeah, what he said. 3.2 uses MGN9 for X, MG12 for Y, and MG15 for Z. We do use the same profile extrusions, or not extrusions. We use the same profile rails as the version 3, but we've changed a lot. A lot of things are different now. I think the only things that you can bring over from the version 3 to the 3.2, and I know that the old repo says that it's version 3.2. We did make some changes to it before we went public with this one. That is why you see that discrepancy. So we did bring this up, but yeah, the only things that are compatible is the rails and the Z extrusion. That's it. Nothing else. So if you bought parts to build a 3.2, sorry, nothing's really compatible. At least not without heavy modification. Alright, see you, Grant. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. You're my first. Just remember. Remember, kids, be extra creepy. It's fun. Alright, there we go. Yeah, those are roughly in the correct spot. Yeah, I can adjust those as needed, but there we go. Okay. Well, my screen is taking a while to update here. At least my tablet screen is. So let me just disconnect real quick and reconnect. There we go. All right, yeah, thumb screw already done. Linear rail already done. Machine screw M3x8. And this is SHCS, so socket head screw. So immediately just flip through these. It's just an M3, so I kind of know what that already looks like. So I'm pretty sure it's none of these, but I'm just going to double check. Yep, socket. Okay, yep. Yep, none of these. Okay, I'm just doing some research. Anything compatible on the market today? Yeah, so we're gonna be releasing this BOM here. So you could just search up like the individual parts. The only problem is you're gonna have to get some parts CNC'd. Because there's a lot of CNC parts in this kit. Now the reason we did that is for structural integrity. This is a tiny printer. If we use a lot of plastic parts, there would be a lot of structural problems. Because in this tiny printer, there is a lot of strain. The belts are tight, the screws are small, so if we use plastic parts, things would warp over time, especially since we have everything in the base. We needed a giant heatsink to be the base of the printer. Or we need a giant aluminum base to be the bed of the printer, so it's a giant heatsink. So that just absorbs all the heat that, you know, this printer can generate, and it just spits it out. So that is why it is designed the way it is. Does that make it more difficult to self-source? Yes. Without a doubt, it is. I will 100% say that it is far nicer. Because here's the thing. With the amount of custom parts that you're going to be dealing with Positron, this also goes for the Journey Maker. You're going to be looking at around $600 to self-source everything. If you're willing to pay $600, it's fine. But if you're in the US, you gotta think of it this way. Yes, $600. That's cheaper than 700. But what does the LDO kit get you? It gets you support. If you self-source this printer, my team can't help you only because if you buy it from LDO, we can at least say, we can go to LDO and be like, hey, your stuff on this is bad. Or, hey, we need to look at this. Or, hey, we need to fix this. We can do that with the LDO kits. If you self-source your kit and you come to us and like, hey, this isn't working. Okay. Are we going to ask you who you got it from? We can. We absolutely can. But it takes a lot more work for us to support every possible source of positron parts than it is to have one known good source, which is LDO. The other thing, so you lose support, at least reliable support from us. We can help with like software and stuff, but when it comes to the quality of your parts, that will be entirely on you. And if you're willing to manage your own parts, it's totally fine. The one problem that comes in addition is you lose the support of replacement parts being free. For example, Scott here took a chunk out of his bed, out of his glass bed. That glass bed is going to be the most expensive item on this BOM if you self-source. It is the most expensive part of this build. Like, without a doubt, that glass bed is the most expensive part. The reason it's the most expensive part is because it is the one part that it has the highest rate of failure in our production. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that before we send out kits, we do try and test them. But it's very much in manufacturing, you can't test every single thing that comes off the production line, but you will randomly pick items for testing. Now, from what I understand, most of the beds that come out of the LDO factory are good, at least when it comes to beds. The problem comes with shipping and the vibrations, and a solder joint may come loose if it was not done well enough, but was tested fine. So what's going to happen is, one second, let me get that in there. What happens is, if that part breaks on you, you're kind of screwed, because you are on the line for replacing that part if you self-source. If you get it through LDO, then you can at least rest assured that LDO will send you a new one. That's the thing between self-sourcing and getting a kit. If you want to do it, be my guest. I encourage you to do it, and that's awesome. Just know that it is opening the door up to risks that you may not know about. Because like with Voron, there's plenty of parts out there that you can absolutely self-source it, no problem. It's not the case with Positron yet. We hope that one day it will become easy to self-source. That is the hope. Because we want people to be able to self-source this if they really, really want to. Because that's good for everybody. You know? Being able to self-source Positron is good for everybody. But if you want the support of LDO, if you want the support of the Positron team, at least right now, in the future, it might be a little bit more diverse in terms of what we can support. Please buy the kit. Additionally, buying the kit helps the Positron team, because Positron is a not-for-profit. We do get a cut of every kit sold. To be precise, I think we get about $20. And that helps. It helps us pay for trips out to rep festivals. It helps us pay for parts. Helps us pay for kits. We don't get these for free. I had to pay for this. We got the original test kits for free, but when it comes to these, we have to pay. We have to pay for the MSRP, not MSRP. Sorry, no. We have to pay for the price of the material, because again, it's very expensive, and that's fine. LDO helps us by sending us replacement parts without any issue. They helped us with their CAD team, helping us make sure everything was good. You know, it's great. What they've done is amazing. So yeah, we pay manufacturer's cost for our kits, and that's great. That's awesome. It helps us out phenomenally. So no complaints at all. Anyone have any questions about like anything in regards to Positron? Dying to answer some questions. Almost nothing is off the table. So if you have any burning questions, let me know, and I will answer within reason. Yeah, there we go. Carriage block. There we go. Oops. In the instructions, you put. I'm not saying no to the Journey Maker. I'm just saying make an educated decision. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying no to it. You know, it is a self-source kit just like any other. I would say if you've never built a kit before, Journey Maker is going to be a bit more difficult because it requires soldering, and it also requires you to work with an exposed power supply. And if you're not comfortable working with an exposed power supply, you know, don't. Modbot is doing a mod. I'm not sure if he's going to release the mod, but he's doing a mod where it will use an external power supply similar to the Positron, or similar to the V3.2. So that's an option for you. Voxlite also makes some spare parts for Positron that are 3.2 compatible. So, you know, that's, yeah. Yeah, if you short a ton of boards, yeah. Like, we will literally send you as many replacement boards as you need. Like, if you fry 5 boards, we will send you 5 boards. We will ask that you send us the boards back for potential repair, because we can actually potentially repair them, and we would love to do so. Because if we can get those back into circulation, that'd be great. But, yeah, we'll get those replaced for you if absolutely needed. All right, M3x12. Socket head scripts. My biggest thing is I want to educate people as best to my ability. Oh, look at that, 3x12. That was easy. Because people should make an educated guess. The LT is a fun build. I've not done it myself, but they are phenomenal. The team there is amazing. And the S1 is going to be a really awesome... It's going to be a really awesome remix. I'm really excited to see the S1. I might even build an S1 myself. It really depends on the finances. Finances are tight on my end. That's one of the reasons why I want to start sharing, because you guys might be able to help us afford some more R&D, which would be nice. That's not going in. Why are you not going in? Oh, wait. Was I just... Oh, there we go. I was just a little too impatient. Jason and everyone at LDO are fantastic and are exactly how a company should interact with this community. But at the end of the day, they are a company, so totally understandable. Absolutely. You know, So here's the thing. Positron, we are not for profit. If we don't make a profit, we don't care. Because that's not our gig. We want to make cool shit. That's what we want to do. LDO, they gotta make a profit. Now, I can tell you right now, I know exactly how much LDO is making off these kits, and it's not much. Like, it's not a lot. They're not charging an exorbitant amount of money for this. They are very much selling this kit, at least right now, at a loss. Because they truly believe in the Positron. They really believe that this is like a major innovation in 3D printing. And that's why Jason has supported us all the way through. That being said, they'll eventually make a profit. But just, you know, they 100% took a chance on us, and I really appreciate that. Jason should have the Positron on display at Maker Faire OC in September for those on the West Coast. Yes. If that's confirmed, yes. I don't know what his plans are. I have to check with Jason. But I'm pretty sure. I think he lives in that area. Huh. Do I need to hammer this off? I don't want to. Huh. Well, that's weird. Hold on a second. Is my rail upside down? Well, not the OG. This is definitely not a way I would recommend pulling out the Positron. I honestly thought it was going to be at least 200 more LEO kit than what they ended up pricing at. Yeah, we really wanted this to be the same price as a Moron V0. Really good team at LDO. They were very knowledgeable and helpful. Helped me pick out the right motors for custom mod I was working on. Oh yeah, no. If you want to use LDO motors in your mods, they absolutely will. You know, get you the right one. He's confirmed to be okay. Awesome. Glad to hear that's confirmed. So I was originally just going to leave this in this case, but I have to check something. And if my suspicion is correct, then this is going to be something I announce to the community. I might just be a little crazy. Let's have a look. Okay, no, I'm not crazy. All right, I'll show you what I was looking at in just a second. Let me put this back here. Where is my thumb screw? Where's my thumb screw? I just took off the... Oh, there it is. Billy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so... let's see. So who has it upside down? You or the picture? Honestly, that's what I was worried about. So if you look here... Get it under the light. The carriage is slightly higher than the rail. Now, I just wanted to double check and make sure that is intentional. Because it looks like if I move it around the other way, it would actually be flush. But no. It is meant to be that way. Now I just gotta actually get it off the rail. One task complete, another one has surfaced. Speaking of difficult tasks, I will be streaming with my friend this weekend. I'm going to be streaming on Saturday, same time as this. I'm going to be streaming Elden Ring. So I think I might do that on Twitch. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that on Twitch. So just stay tuned to my Twitter at NomadsGalaxy, and I will announce that when it happens. We're going to be playing Shadow of the Erdtree. Since we already completed the main campaign. I definitely need to loot this, because that is actually no, that moves pretty nicely, but I definitely need to loot that. I can feel it being a little both look correct to me. Yep. That looks good. That looks good. We used to have, and you can actually see it on my Positron, we used to have a printed piece go across here. But we simplified it. We did not need that to be as extreme as it was. I need to like scoot forward so that my hands are more over here, Because like I keep pulling it here, and that's not like easy for you guys to see. Okay, there we go. Install the retainer block. Here we go. Now I'm going to, let's see here, that is the stock. I'm going to install my experimental version because I want to see how well it works. So we need M2.5 by 14. And we are looking for button head screws. M2.5 by 14. We don't have a lot of those. We have a lot of M2.5s, but not by not long M2.5s. We don't have a lot of those. Especially not a lot of the button head ones. I could be completely wrong in everything I'm saying right now. Happens. Happens. M2.5 by 14. Here we go. Button head screws. We just need 2. That's 3. Pull them back. There we go. Nomad, will you be at 3D Printopia? Absolutely. I live an hour away from it. I will never miss East Coast Rep Rap. Never. Never, ever, ever. I will always be there. Even if I'm not a, even if I'm not an exhibitor, I will always be there. I am going to be at the LDO booth this year. I'm going to be camping with them again. Past 2 years, I've squatted their booth, and I'll be doing that again. So that's where you'll find me. Me and a couple of the team will be there. We'll have more members of the team floating around. But yeah, I am absolutely going to be there. Yeah, with those that don't know, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm not in Philadelphia, but I'm in the area. Not telling you where I live. I'm in the Philadelphia area. Oh, there you go. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm going to be at the LDO booth, so it's not going to be hard to find me. I'm going to be wearing this shirt specifically. We have Positron shirts for our staff, so I'm going to be wearing this shirt specifically. So if you want to find me, look for this shirt. I'm excited for Earth. I always love going to Earth. Earth is fun. Printopia, whatever. Everyone's making the jokes like, oh, 3D Earthtopia. That's dumb. Just call it Earth or call it 3D Printopia. I don't know. The joke's worn out. It's like, just call it what you want to call it. Am I being a stickler? I don't know. We'll do. We loved Murph this year. Oh, Remurph. My bad. Yeah, Remurph was really fun. Justin flew me out and he made it possible for me. I am very, very honored that Justin was so willing to fly me out. I would not have made it to Rocky Mountain if it wasn't for Justin. He sponsored my flight. I was able to nab a room with Mitch, and because of that, I was able to go. And then I just camped at LDO the whole time. Ooh. You want to call it... Call it the dumb thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did I... Uh-oh. What just stripped? Was it my tool? Or was... Uh-oh. That's why we got a booth at Earthtopia, to enjoy the fun with everybody. So I think I just rounded out my tool. Ew. I am currently screwing a very stubborn screw through this block. My shrinkage was not correctly set. I don't know if I just potentially strip the screw or if it's just my tool being really... Oh no, the tool works fine. And the screw works fine. It's just got a little too tight. Again, it's better to strip your tools than it is to strip the screw. At least, again, that's my opinion, because it's easier to replace the tool. So once you strip the screw, that's it. Game over. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to move the camera to be a little bit more over here. What's that again about knowing how to strip small screws? Look, okay. I had to force this through a bit. Just a bit. For some reason, this is a very tight part. It shouldn't be this tight. Really, the screws just go right through. But it is. It is tight for some reason. And that is now useless. Wonderful. Does it work? Not too big. Yeah. These one pieces. And all else falls muscle through. Yep. Oh no, it is the Uh-oh. Just gotta be gentle. Be gentle and take it slow. What's problematic is yeah, these are tight in this block already without it actually going all the way through. So it's going to be difficult for me to kind of gauge when it's tight. And if I let what just happened, where it just pops out, happen, then that is more likely to strip. So I just got to be gentle. Going in with half turns until I feel resistance. Keeping pressure. Okay, right there. Right there. Now we just wiggle it. Pop. All right, there we go. Fuck. Fuck. Uh-oh. Abort. Abort. Get that out of there. Uh-oh. I will report this to LDO. That I have, with their tools. Now I am using Aware currently, because the tool that I used seems to be stripped. Right? I can't get this out, can I? Oh, no, no, the tool's not bad. So I will, and yeah, the tool's good. So I will let LDO know that I may have actually stripped a screw. I'm going to try going back in with this. Hopefully. This is one of those parts that does not have to be replaced very often. So as long as you are careful. Okay, so actually we're fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, so it's actually the other screw got slightly stripped. Regardless, those are in there tight. That's not going anywhere. I don't know what it is about streaming. My nose gets sniffly. Let me grab a drink real quick. I will be right back. In the meantime, go ahead and read this one over for me. I'm back. Did you guys assemble this? No, you left it here. Why? Guys. Come on. Give me a hand. I've never had a drink with a lavalier mic, so let's hope this doesn't get a little groggly. I have no idea how loud that was for you guys. So, fun fact about this soda. I did not buy it because I wanted to. You want to know why I bought this soda? I bought this soda because I needed to get, for the extruder, I needed to get this M10 Bowden coupler. And the only way to do that was to do, next day shipping on Amazon. And I had to get it in a bag. But in order to do that, I also needed to order at least $25 worth of stuff. So I bought $20 worth of soda. Just so I could get next day shipping. I like the soda at least. It's A&W cream soda. So win in the end. Okay. So the next part, we are going to take this off. Don't need that anymore. I'm not going to throw these away just yet, but we really don't need them anymore. So, all right, we need hex nut M4. We need the spring. Now, let me double check where that spring is. I believe that spring is in the motion box or the fastener box. No, I think it's in the fastener box, actually. Let's see. Spring is in the fastener box. This is the long spring. Here we are. And the rest are in the fasteners bag. I'm going to take this earbud out. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. I do not want the music to stop. So let's go ahead and put this away. Actually, let me get the other earbud out. Just do a swap. There we go. That's better. On. I can't hear anything. Is that because it set something else as my default audio device? No? I just can't hear it. Properties. On or off. There we go. I can now hear it. Okay. Back to this. M4 done. I think I'm going to win the race for the slowest Positron build. Because at this pace, I'm going to have one assembly done per stream. Which, to be fair, I'm not trying to be fast. M4 by 10. You know, the playlist for this is called Chill. This specific song feels a little bit more upbeat than what I would consider to be chill. That's just me. Okay, hex nut M4. M4 by 10. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave those out at this point. There's really no point in putting it back in the bag every time. Okay. Here's the fun thing. Everyone who is assembling this is, you know, doing it the right way. It's using measuring devices to make sure they do it. Oh, X amount from the top of the rail, this, that, the other. You don't have to. What haven't they fixed in this step? What's wrong? Is there something wrong that I'm not like super aware of? Or maybe you've made me aware of and I've forgotten? That's very likely. Honestly. You'll see. I'm not going to see. I'm not looking at the instructions because I know exactly what I'm doing. So you're gonna have to tell me what's wrong. So in this, it does say to place it like a specific distance away from the top. I just eyeball it because I know exactly how it's supposed to be. So I don't measure. Coda, thank you for joining. I'm not sure if you've been here the whole time, but it's very nice to see you. Coda's a very, very close friend of mine. Oh, I can see why Steve did not like... Okay, you know what? Yeah, I can see why he didn't like this. I'm gonna try his thing, if possible here. I can see why he didn't like it. So the problem with this... Oh, you've been here. Well, Coda, your presence is greatly appreciated, and I cannot understate that. I somehow have caught up to you doing the Z-Comm than the rest tomorrow. I mean, I'm not going very fast, so it is very easy to catch up to where I am. All right, let's get this into place here. I fixed it by using an 8mm screw instead. The screw bottom. Oh, yes. That is an issue that also Nero had, or not, or Nero and Steve. Yeah, I think it's kind of like just by design. I'm not entirely sure. That one's one of the weird parts. So I'm gonna swap over to Steve's design here, because one, I do like it. It looks nice. And it is a bit easier to work with. The only concern I have is when you fold it, it doesn't do a full 360, but you know what? I like it. So, as long as I like it, that's all that matters. Screw bottoming out was the issue. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. it's kind of meant to just bottom out. And the reason is it's not necessarily meant to be... It's meant to allow that part to be free so that it can easily move about. It's not really meant to impede anything. Scott, can you do me a favor? Can you look in the GitHub real quick? Can you tell me what Steve... So in the GitHub, you should be able to see the mod in the mods folder. You should be able to find Steve's mod for the his part. Can you read that and tell me what screw I need? I believe I know, but I don't remember. I believe we have one in this kit. Yep. Alternative idler latch. Please read that for me. I just need to know what screw it needs. I'm sure I have it somewhere, but let's make sure. M3 by 10 OD washer and M3 by 12 VHCS, or a wafer head for the pivot. I just used an M4 here. M3 by 12 VHCS or wafer head for the pivot. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. So it calls M310 OD wash. Oh, OD washer. Do we have an M3 washer? I think we do. We definitely have shim washers, and I think we have a ton of those. I would steal one of them if it is indeed an M3 washer. Yeah, we got M3 shim washers. I'm gonna steal one of these because I'm pretty sure we have spares in here. I'm gonna steal 2 just for safe measure. And you know, if I need it, I know where it is. Okay, and an M3 by 12. M3 by 12 wafer head. We definitely have one of those somewhere, I think. I have M3 by 12 socket head. Let's see, M3 by 16 wafer head. M3 by 25. M3 by 12 wafer head. Yep, so it's in the kit. Because 2 of these shims should equal the distance of a normal washer. No, those won't work. Those are too small. Those washers. Because I see what he's doing here. I need a washer that covers the entire piece, and I don't have that. Let me, I have a thing of washers back there. I'm gonna put this shim back. I definitely have a washer that will work. Just have to look at my tools. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, there we go. That one right there. Thank you, Scott. I do appreciate that help. says M3x12. Is it a M3x10 washer? Like, I know there's spare washers. I'm not sure if there's an M3x10. Let me look in here. Hold on. Yeah, there is. So there is one in here. I'm looking at it right now. I only get 2 pieces. I forget what this is for. Do you remember what it's for specifically? Because, I mean, I'm using an M3 right now, so it's fine. Just let me know what it's used for, and I'll make the determine if I want to take it from the kit or if I'm just fine using this one. I mean, that works. That works great. Okay. So, right there. Oh, a little too high. Okay, there we go. No, I was afraid of that. Hi, Lee. Marie. Hello. Or Miss Lee Marie. Starts with a K. I'm bad with names. I'm sorry. I got my stream setup all done. Kella? Keela? Is that an I? The chat is really far away, so it's kind of hard for me to read it. My real name's Anthony, which is going to be really easy for people to remember. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so I'm not going to use this. So that goes in the trash. Let me take a photo and send it to Steve. Cool. Keela like tequila. Oh, God. I want to say I can't English today, but that's not an English word. So I can't Spanish today. English or Spanish. All right, that's done. Yeah, I am taking my sweet old time going through this. I could go faster through this build, but I very much enjoy taking my time. We are now getting into our first heat set insert. Oh, no, our second, actually. Second overall. I know you guys are already, like, you guys blew through this, and you got to things. I'm going to tell you both this right now. You and your husband. You see these papers that come with the kit? You guys know how you were asking me where everything was? This tells you where everything is. Find the paper. Find it. And if you threw it away, I have a PDF copy. Washer secures the end of the... Oh, then I don't have spares of this. I only have one. Oh, no. I do have a spare. I have a single spare. Duh. No. That's what you're saying. Anyway. Thank you, Lee Marie, for subscribing. Took me long enough. Alright, I need heatset inserts M3 by 4 by 5. What do we want to grab? It's alright. Yeah, I hope to be able to join you guys on that stream. Oh wait, Saturday. Oh no. Uh-oh. What time on Saturday do you guys plan on streaming? Or is it Sunday? Forget. God, I'm a very forgetful person. What is this chat gonna work now? Nope. Connection failed, no live broadcast. That is a lie. Okay, yeah, I should be able to join. Yeah. I have a meeting at 4 on Saturday, and then I have to go pick up my parents from the airport, and then after that I'm doing a video game live stream. So as long as you guys aren't streaming for like 12 hours, I'll be able to join. At least for 4 hours, I'll be able to join. That is, if you guys still want me. You guys are at the point where you're doing the base assembly. I think it is possible that you will finish it. But I think you may not. I think you have one more stream after this. You'll get very close. You'll get very, very close. All right, before I attempt to touch this, we got to use our magical heat detection. And if you realize the shape of this, yes, this is just a inside panel. This will tell me if the thing's hot. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. This is color changing PLA, so it changes pink when it's hot. So I'd like to use it to tell me when my tools are hot. We got the new heat cartridge. Perfect. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Fabrico is phenomenal. They will absolutely get you guys what you need so quickly. There we go. It's done. Now we set this aside and we do not touch it because that is hot. Now we take this. Oh, ow! I literally just touched it. I literally just did the thing I said I wouldn't do. Oh, now I'll have 2 because LDO sent us one too. Hey, can't have too many heater carts. That's no such thing as too many heater carts. Because, God forbid you break another one. I did, if you didn't notice just a moment ago, I did cause the idle latch to go flying. I had to go up and go get it. We need SHCS and 3x12. Look at that. I literally had it to the side. Man, can like all of the screws I need just gravitate towards me? It's useful. I guess just reach out to Fabrico too. I'm still waiting on KB3. Yeah, just reach out to Fabrico directly. As much as I'm always going to encourage you guys to reach out to the retailers you buy it from. But in all honesty, Fabrico is going to be the people that you talk to in the end, because Fabrico handles the warranty for LDO in the United States. So LDO on that batch of kits, and they can